There is less than a month left in 2025, so you know what that means. It's time to rebrand and lock in for 2026. So I have everything I need. I have my iPad right here because you know it gets serious when I whip out the iPad. I got my journal because I can't do any goal setting or prepping or reflecting without my handy dandy journal, of course. And you guys, I have every single thing I need to create my 2026 vision board. This year, I'm gonna make sure every single thing on my vision board comes true, okay? I'm not playing any games. So get your iPad, get your journal, open the notes app because it's about to get serious and we're about to lock in and rebrand for 2026. I'm touching on everything. I'm getting into my digital space, beauty resets, wellness, being more active. The very first step to taking control over the new year and setting new goals and new habits is to first reflect on the previous year and my past, mindsets and habits that I've kind of had this past year. This is such a good idea because when you're setting new goals, sometimes it can feel like the goals you want to set are out of reach or like too hard. So I'm gonna read a few pages out of my previous journal, and I'm also going to, reflect on my past year. I went through so much this past year, you guys, like it's just crazy. I started off this year single and now I'm in a relationship. I started off this year in what I thought was like my dream apartment and I thought I was gonna stay there for a really long time, and now I'm in my dream, this ain't even my dream house, but now I'm in a home that I feel so comfortable in. I always wanted an apartment and to be in a high rise in a big city, and that was actually on my vision board. And then once I got it, I was like, actually maybe I want to be on the ground and be more grounded and have, a garage in my own space. So it's really important to reflect, look at the past year, not only look at the things that I want to like change and do better on, but look at the things that I did really good on. You guys, I graduated from college this year. So let's get right into this rebrand. We're gonna start with step one, which is reflecting and resetting our mind. The best way for me to do this is to journal. So we're gonna identify what drained our energy this year and what kind of gave us life and joy, as well as decide what habits, mindsets, or roles we're leaving behind in 2025. So if you have any bad habits you're just trying to really break, we're gonna journal that out as well. And I'm also gonna choose a word, theme, or quote for the new year, something that's kind of just like my theme of the year that I'm gonna keep referencing back to anytime I'm getting a little rocky or feel a little low in 2026, because yes, every year has its ups and downs. Like I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my vision board, and while I basically design my vision board, I'm going to be talking about everything else that I've done / am doing to reset for this new upcoming year. I have already printed out lots of pictures to add to my 2026 vision board, and I am really excited. Shout out to my sister. She just printed these out for me on her photo printer, and I just can't wait to get into these. But I'm gonna move you guys back a little because I have to make room for my board. Now, there's so many ways you can do a vision board. There's no wrong or right way. I am gonna do a physical one. Personally, I like physical ones more than digital vision boards. I've made a digital vision board before, but it's not as effective in my opinion than picking out the pictures, printing them out, cutting them out, and really creating your vision board. It's so much more aesthetically pleasing when you do it physically. Also, you guys, the energy that you put into making a physical board is way more energy than you'd put into making a digital board. And we know what goes around comes around. So if we put in a lot of energy, we'll get a lot of energy back. So if you guys don't already know what a vision board is a collage of images, quotes, pictures. Think of it as a visual roadmap for your life goals. When you're making your vision board, you want to include every aspect of your life. So career, finance, relationships, travel, health, lifestyle, everything. You want to be really specific because this is how we tailor our minds to know exactly what we're going for and who we want to be, because we decide who we want to be. Nobody decides for us. Bow, 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 bow. Drop the mic. So this is going to be very intentional, being very specific and very intentional on the pictures I choose. So when you guys are choosing out your images for your vision board, you want to ask yourself, what do I really want and who do I want to become? I also pick pictures that just represent certain vibes and certain moods that make me feel at peace and very calm. So we got the ocean because I love the ocean. What's really cool about our brains is that they are wired to notice what it sees repeatedly. So for instance, a good example of this, when I want to get a new car, if I think to myself, I really want a, where is she? If I really want a Porsche, and that's like my dream car. When I go outside, it's much more likely that I'm gonna notice a bunch of Porsches now that it's my dream car. Whereas before, if Honda was my dream car, that's what I'm gonna notice when I go outside. See what I'm saying? Our brain is wired to notice what it sees repeatedly. So we wanna put these pictures in our face and we wanna see them repeatedly. Once you start to see your goals daily, your brain's gonna start seeking out opportunities that align with what you're telling yourself and what you're showing yourself. This is actually something in our minds called the reticular activating system, which is why when we think of something, it's kind of weird we start to see it because our brain is wired to do exactly that. So when it comes to your vision board, it is not just about how the pictures look, it's mostly about how they feel. So how your emotions respond to these things. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna wanna do to rebrand for 2026 is to declutter your digital space. Yes, this is something that I never, ever do. So something you could do is delete all the old, unused photos and apps out your phone. That's gonna make a big difference. Also, you guys, I graduated college and there's probably so much homework and school stuff still on my computer to this day that I just don't need anymore. So that's something really important because that will create so much more space on my computer for me to do even more big things. I run out of space while I'm editing or while I'm transferring files, in the middle of me transferring files all the time. So this is really important for me. And I know it's literally 2026. Probably all of us are pretty much working or doing schoolwork from our computers. So go ahead, whip your computer out, get your iPad, get your phone, and let's do an entire reset and declutter. Also, guys, this is a really good one. Go to your Instagram account, go to your following list, and unfollow any accounts that trigger you or make you feel bad about yourself or any negative comparisons. We don't need any of that, okay? We're focused on us. So if you're comparing yourself negatively to anybody on social media, trust you're not alone. I do that all the time. Like, I'm always comparing myself, and then I have to remind myself that comparison is literally the thief of joy, and that's getting me nowhere. So go ahead, if there's any old relationships that you're ready to just dead, unfollow them. Anything that triggers you, just remove it. You don't owe anybody an explanation, and if anybody asks, I don't know how that happened. Also, I know we don't use emails that much, but the only thing in my email box is a bunch of spam emails. So I took some time to unsubscribe from so many emails, and this cleared up my inbox so much. Now my inbox is open again and I can receive emails because it was so full I couldn't even receive any emails. Girl, what are you doing? So a little materialistic goal that I have is to buy myself a new Chanel purse. It's my goals, it's my dreams. I did purchase these two Chanels, I think last year, and that was just a really big thing for me because I love Chanel purses. So I'm putting my own that I bought on my vision board because this is my own accomplishment and it made me feel really good about myself and my efforts into everything that I've just been working so hard to become. So I'm putting this up on my vision board because this is my own personal experience. Period. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out a bunch of these pictures and then we can move on to the next step of our 2026 rebrand. So the next thing you're gonna wanna do is to plan out all your health and wellness goals for this new year. And I'm gonna be honest, health and wellness goes beyond just going to the gym and doing our Pilates classes, okay? Health and wellness also includes scheduling that dentist appointment that you've been putting off. I'm talking to myself on that one. Really scheduling any medical appointments, you know, doing a healthy checkup every now and then is very important, especially as we get older into our adult years. Ooh, I don't want to be an adult. So it's really important that we're staying on top of all of our medical checkups as well as our oral dental checkups as well. Something I try to do is make sure I'm always on top of taking my supplements. There's so many good supplements out there. Ritual is a really good one. That's a supplement that you can get like pretty much everything you need in one pill. So taking your daily vitamins and making sure that you always have your prescriptions refilled. Another thing I have to do is pick up a prescription that has literally been waiting on me. It's not 2026 yet. I'm gonna stay on top of it though. That's a goal. So for your new year wellness goals, I recommend you choose 2 realistic wellness habits to include in the new year. That could be taking supplements every single day. That could be waking up and making yourself a full breakfast, which is something that I wanna take more seriously. It's always been hard for me to eat breakfast in the morning, but if I really take the time to cook a nice breakfast and I make sure that I always have ingredients that I love in my house, I can totally take control over my wellness and my health in that that way. Another thing I'm really gonna prioritize is working out. I'm not saying you have to work out every single day, but you guys already know how important it is to move your body, especially while we're young, because once you reach, I think it's like once you reach the age of 30, it's like a lot harder to build and maintain muscle mass than if you started while you were younger. For me, I just am so uncomfortable with going in public gyms. I've never been really comfortable with it, and I never actually like kept a gym membership ever. So I'm building my very own home gym in my garage. I'm really excited because I'm gonna be working out in my home gym, and I'm gonna just feel so much more comfortable in my own space. So I'm excited to fulfill that goal. If you guys are like me and you really want to take control of your health and your wellness, but maybe you lack the discipline or the motivation to really follow through, maybe you guys should check out Nourish. And I'm really excited because Nourish is actually the sponsor for today's video. I've always struggled a bit with my diet when it comes to maintaining and gaining weight. I've always been on the smaller side, and my appetite is just a wreck. Trying to figure it out through Google or social media just made it even worse. What I love about Nourish is that it takes all of that pressure away, and I'm able to work with a dietitian that can be there to really hear my needs. Working with a dietitian is not about extreme rules or cutting out food that you love. It's really about tailoring a routine that works for you. Nourish makes it really easy to connect online with a registered dietitian covered by insurance. You meet over Zoom and it's completely personalized to you. So I actually met with my dietitian and had a really great experience a couple weeks ago. My dietitian helped me understand food choices, what's missing from my diet, grocery shopping, and how to build routines that feel realistic to me and my daily schedule. Meeting with my dietitian actually helped me figure out so much of what was missing from my diet, and I got a bunch of really creative and good ideas of what I could include into my diet, and I'm just really excited because I'm finally taking control of my health and my wellness. Nourish actually accepts hundreds of insurance plans across all 50 states. 94% of Nourish patients actually pay $0 out of pocket, and signing up is so easy. It literally takes 5 minutes on your phone or your laptop, anything that can get online. You guys can click the link down in the description box below to check it out. It literally takes minutes to sign up and book your first appointment. And thank you so much to Nourish for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I think I'm ready to start, formulating my vision board together. I think I have all the I ripped this. Well, honestly, you guys, this is a picture of a Mercedes CLE, and I kind of want a Porsche. So maybe I ripped that on purpose because I have a Mercedes now and it's very similar to that one in that picture. Kind of similar. But honestly, I want to upgrade to a big mama Porsche. Yes, and I truly believe that that's something that I can attain. I don't really have any doubts in my mind at all. Call me crazy, I don't know. I'm gonna pretty much categorize these in terms of career, finances, materialistic, lifestyle. You guys get me. Okay, no, I keep ripping pictures because some of these are sticky. I am honestly reusing some pictures from my previous vision board last year, but reduce, reuse, recycle. And some of these goals are just, still my goals. So some things I have, you guys, this is somebody's checking account. I don't know whose checking account this is, but if this is your checking account, girl, how? Girl, I'm about to find out how. But this is something I'm adding to my vision board because this is just a regular banking account, but I can really envision this as my bank account. And imagine this many digits in my bank account. It's actually crazy. Then we got this bank balance, $1 million. So get your arts and crafts supplies out and we need to get started. Some more cute little cutouts. Just cute things I'm gonna add. We got some affirmations, of course. I am financially free, okay? I am financially free. Every day I get to wake up and live my dream life and get to choose what to do with my time because I am financially free. Okay, the vision board is coming together. It's looking really good. I haven't stuck anything down yet, but I'm just using my cut up pictures and kind of, positioning everything how I think it should look. What I like to do for mine is just get a cork board and I'm just gonna use these pins to pin it down. That way I'm not really wasting tape, all of that stuff. So I'm gonna start pinning everything down and we're gonna get into our next topic on the things we need to do to rebrand for 2026, okay? Because we're not done yet. All we touched on was reflecting. We touched on a little bit of health and wellness. Now it's time to get into the beauty and self-care rebrand for 2026. So this year, something I wanna start doing is taking so much care of my hair, so so much better care of my natural hair. You guys, I have curly, naturally curly hair, and I don't know what it is, but my hair has been so dry recently. I accidentally used a clarifying shampoo on my hair consistently for like a year. I didn't realize I was using a clarifying shampoo, which resulted in my hair being dead and dry. And I mean really dead and really dry. Like, it's really sad. My heart is like broken inside when I think about like my hair and the state of my hair. So I am going to go all in on my hair care this year. Also, you guys, something that's really, really important if you want to build good habits and if you want to become, you know, your dream self and your dream life and to be that girl, you have to wake up every single morning, get yourself out of bed, get your dirty butt in that shower, and make yourself look super cute and presentable every single day. Yes, every day. Yes, even on the weekends. Now, this is something that I am still trying to incorporate and really, really do, because I'm telling you guys, it is very obvious. If you put 20% more effort than you normally put into your everyday morning routine, it will make a big difference, not only in how you look, but how you feel, because you'll just feel so confident. You'll feel like that girl, so put together. And I'm telling you, it will make a difference. You will feel way more confident. There are definitely times when I wake up and I give like no effort, like 5% max effort. So yeah, this is just looking so good. I'm really happy about my vision board right now. Some other things you can do to reset for 2026 in the category of beauty and wellness is to wash those makeup brushes, girl. I know you haven't washed them yet. Girl, I haven't washed mine, but I know that it's like really something I never ever think about. Like, I never think, oh, let me go wash my makeup brushes. Like, never. You know, if you're not gonna wash them, maybe just get a whole new one, because yeah, it's about that time, sis. Trust me, it is. Another thing you could do is throw out any old expired makeup. I have so much makeup because I get a lot of PR from different brands. So I actually collected all of my unused makeup products that were still good, that I either got from PR or I bought for myself and never used. And I decided to give all of those products away. And I created so much more space in my beauty room, and I have so much more space to organize my makeup, and it's just looking a lot better. So that's something you can do, is declutter any old, unused, or expired makeup from your makeup or beauty products from your collection. Another thing you can do before the new year starts is to restock your entire hygiene routine. So, I mean, your skincare, you can adjust your skincare needs. You can reset for the new year by getting all new beauty products. Also, you guys, I think my vision board is kind of full. Like, I don't even know where to add anything else, and I'm actually really happy with it so far. This is what we're, oh wait, I got one more thing to add that I didn't pin down. This is what my vision board is looking like. Look how good my vision board is looking, you guys. I'm really happy with the progress. She's super cute. I'm gonna see if there's anything else I want to add to her while we get into our next topic, which is wardrobe and personal style. Something I'm actually really excited to talk about, because I have been trying to figure out my personal style and my wardrobe for so long, and I feel like I'm finally getting a really good grip on what I want my wardrobe to look like. So first thing you want to do if you're rebranding your wardrobe for 2026 is declutter your closet. Clean your closet out, girl. If you have old clothes that are like not your style anymore, or they're just really old and you need to, you know, declutter and get rid of it, now's the time to do that. Don't take any old anything into 2026. What I love to do is make 3 piles. I have a keep pile, a donate pile, and a sell pile. Now, to be honest, I don't really like to go through the hassle of selling my old clothes, so I usually just donate everything that I'm not using. You can remove any old clothes that don't fit you or don't fit your lifestyle. So I'm really trying to focus on buying more sustainable pieces that really can last me a long time, rather than just buying what's cheap and like easy accessible, if you know what I mean. Yes, sometimes I can get some cute outfits. Like if I'm going on vacation, I might go on a little cheaper site and order up a few things. But this year, I really want to focus on not wasting my money on outfits or items that I'm only going to use one time before it like dwindles apart in the washing machine, and actually put money towards really good quality clothes. There are so many high-end brands that, you know, have good materials that you can buy clothes from that will last a really long time, like Aritzia, Zara, Quince. All of those brands have really good lifetime pieces, like pieces you can wear and keep forever. So something I'm really trying to do is hone in on my specific style. I also want to dress a lot more classy. Like I want my fits to be way more elegant, and I don't always want to look like a baddie. You know, sometimes I just want to give classy, elegant girl. So that's something else that I really am trying to do, is tailor my specific wardrobe to me. If you guys need some inspo on what you want your lifestyle to be, any lifestyle changes, just go to Pinterest. I'm telling you, Pinterest is where you need to be. I scroll Pinterest all the time just for inspo, and I get so many good outfit ideas. I don't know, Pinterest needs to be way more popular than it is, because I love me some Pinterest. Up next, we have decluttering your physical spaces. Yes, this is like a given, but this is something we have to do. I know in a couple months we're gonna be spring cleaning for the springtime to come in, but before that, we need to declutter for the new year. And I mean, like, organize everything. Declutter your drawers, declutter your cabinets, declutter your closet, and make sure your space is really neat and organized for the new year. If you're anything like me, I can't get anything done if my room is dirty. Like, if I have things to do, I won't do it because my room is dirty. Get a head start, clean your entire room, clean your bathroom, scrub it down really, really good, because we want to walk into the new year everything figured out. We want to already be like, yep, my life is figured out and I got my routine. So now's the time to declutter any old handbags, any old purses, any old clothes. Head down into your pantry. If you have any expired food, go ahead and throw all that away, and just donate any unused items before the year ends. One of my goals for 2026 is to clean up my house daily, and I mean, like, have a daily checklist that I go through every night before I go to bed, just to make sure that the house is always tidy and is always picked up. Because something I do is like clean every Sunday, and by Sunday, girl, it looks like a tornado has gone in through my entire house. So I think I want to start really just cleaning up every single night, nightly, before going to bed. That's going to be a tough one for me to really get into the hang of, but it's really important for me and for my growth. And if I want to wake up and have a really good start to my day, I need to wake up in a clean, refreshed space. Up next, you guys, before 2026, we have to talk finances. Yes, I don't like talking about finances either. If we're going to function in this world, we need to know our finances, and we need to have a really good budget that works for us. So what I already went ahead and did is reviewed all of my spending from this previous year. I canceled all the subscriptions that I no longer use, or the ones that were like secretly hiding in my subscriptions that I didn't even know I was subscribed to. I recommend something like Rocket Money that helps you go through your finances and sift through anything that you just don't need to be subscribed to. When I was doing it, why did I find out that every month Nintendo is taking like $8 from my account? Nintendo, I need that $8, give that back. So that's something that's really important. Go through your bank statements. Yes, open that mail. Go through your bank statements, review your spending habits. There's lots of budgeting and tracking apps that could help you with this process. Like I said, Rocket Money is a big one, but we also should be making sure that we have a budget. If we have a really, really good budget and we know exactly how much money should be going in and out of our bank accounts every month, we'll be good. As the year ends, I want to make sure that all of my financial documents are organized and in place. Something that I'm excited to be doing in the new year is to be getting a financial advisor, someone who really helps me go through my finances. That's a goal I have for myself this year. That's like a big girl goal. Like, that's like a grown woman adult goal. And I'm not really nervous. I'm actually excited because I like to be organized in every aspect of my life. And sometimes I have a little stress in the back of my mind when I think about the fact that my finances just are out of order and I need to get them all together and it to be organized. So before 2026 comes, we're going to be handling all of that. The next thing you could do is to write a short letter to your future self. This one is really, really fun. If you journal often, this should be something that's really fun and inspiring for you to do. I love journaling, I love writing, and I love expressing myself on paper, especially when I know no one is ever gonna read it or see it. Also, guys, my mic is kind of dead and it's plugged in and I can't get it to reach all the way over here. So that's why I may sound a little like down here, but I'm trying to project. But anyways, I'm someone who loves to journal, I love to self-reflect, and I love to write, especially when I know no one is going to be reading through my journal. So this is gonna be a really fun one. Go ahead, write your future self a letter. And I mean, get really specific. Like, talk about the color of the leather and your interior in your brand new car that you're gonna get this year. Talk about how every morning you do your routine and you're so proud of yourself for finally becoming that girl. And also thank yourself for all the hard hours and all the work you put in to become a millionaire, because that's what we're doing here, baby. Don't hold back. Like, write your future self a letter, but don't write it as if anybody's gonna read it, because probably no one's ever gonna read it. So just get real deep, get real, emotional, and write a letter to yourself. You can do this in that same letter, but set intentions based on how you want to feel this year, because yes, obtaining, personal assets and materialistic things is, you know, feels really good. We have a lot of emotions that are more than just buying things and, you know, making ourselves feel really good with materialistic things, because there's more to life. So how do we want to feel? For me, I want to feel free. No material, no car, no purse, nothing can make me feel free except for time. That's an intention that I want to set in terms of my feelings and how I feel this year. I want to feel free. Free to be me, free to go anywhere, to go as I please, to do what I want, and to wake up at whatever time I want. And even though I want to wake up early, prepare a calm morning routine for New Year's Day. January 1st, do your best to enter that day feeling super calm, motivated, and ready to take over the world this upcoming year. Choose one small habit to start on day 1 of the new year. This could be something as easy as waking up and drinking an 8-ounce glass of water. That's a really simple habit that you can start incorporating on day 1. Save a list of everything we just talked about, all your goals and all your habits, and frequently revisit this list throughout the year. You want to be checking in with yourself, and you want to make sure that you are on task, following your goals, and creating the life that you want to live. So I think we covered everything that we need to cover before January 1st comes. That I'm telling you right now, you will be ready for 2026. My vision board is complete. I also have this small little vision board that's just in a picture frame. This is like another cute way you can do a vision board if you want. I got my vision boards. I'm ready for 2026 and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what this new year has to bring, not only for me, but for us and the channel and the community as a whole. I'm so excited. I can't wait to grow more with you guys. And I hope you have the best new year of your freaking life. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.